Imagine, if you will, an ancient labyrinth hidden within the recesses of your own mind, where unseen forces subtly guide your every step, often without your conscious awareness. What if, even when you believe you are charting a unique course, an invisible current pulls you towards the choices of others, sometimes towards profound error? This isn't a myth from forgotten scrolls. It's a profound truth about your brain, revealed not in ancient prophecies, but in the quiet chambers of modern psychological discovery. Did you know that the very fabric of your reality is woven with threads of conformity, often leading you astray? In one remarkable 2016 study, the Crowd of Fools experiment, researchers staged a puzzle scenario where coached actors intentionally gave incorrect answers. Astonishingly, 70% of real participants followed suit, even when they knew the correct solution. Think about the implications. Your mind, a vessel of logic, can be swayed by the mere presence of others' perceived consensus. Furthermore, a 2020 reverse conformity study unveiled a twist. Individuals told they were in a minority were paradoxically more likely to conform, showcasing how power dynamics warp this ancient instinct. Have you ever felt this subtle pull? And the Lonely Conformist study in 1983 demonstrated that people in isolated environments were 15 times more likely to mimic others, even for irrational decisions, driven by a heightened primal fear of making an error alone. These insights remind us that the human mind, for all its brilliance, often bows to the silent decree of the collective. But the truly interesting part is coming up, revealing how this seemingly negative force can also be a catalyst for good. The ancient sages often spoke of duality, of forces that can both construct and unravel civilizations. Social proof, much like a mythical blade, possesses this very nature, a potent force that can sculpt societies or carve paths to ruin. You might instinctively assume that conformity is always a weakness, a flaw in the human spirit, a surrender of individuality. But what if this primal urge to align with the collective holds secrets to both accelerated progress and profound leadership? A groundbreaking 2021 study revealed that conformity isn't always a detriment. In fact, when used strategically, it can accelerate innovation within groups. Imagine a community swiftly adopting a new tool because 90% of early adopters are embracing it. This isn't just following, it's smart acceleration. Have you ever considered how a collective belief can quickly propel a good idea forward? Then there's the anti-conformity paradox. Individuals who publicly defy a group's behavior, perhaps voting against the majority, are 40% more likely to be perceived as leaders, provided they exude confidence and clarity rather than mere contrarianism. This isn't about being argumentative. It's about standing firm in your conviction. And in a fascinating reversal of the well-known bystander effect, emergencies show that people are more likely to offer assistance if just one person, not the majority, acts first. This highlights that while social proof can paralyze, a single brave act can ignite a cascade of positive action. What you are about to learn next will surprise you, revealing how these forces play out in your everyday life. Imagine a hero at a crossroads, where the whispers of the crowd could either guide them to triumph or lure them into a perilous trap. Our modern sagas, unfolding in your very own world, reveal how potent these whispers can be. Have you ever considered how easily you might be swayed by a digital tide, or how a single individual's journey can transform an entire community? Take, for instance, the TikTok diet disaster. A teenager seeking a path to wellness followed a viral detox trend, only to discover later that 95% of the enthusiastic comments were from fabricated accounts, leading to significant health challenges. This dramatic event underscores the peril of blindly following the digital herd. Conversely, consider the bike boom in a Dutch town. Traffic accidents were reduced by a remarkable 30% after a single influential personality, rather than a government campaign, began cycling daily, triggering a powerful social proof chain. One person's genuine adoption became a catalyst for widespread positive change. Then there's the Silicon Valley dropout. A tech CEO, at the pinnacle of success, decided to abandon a billion-dollar project. Why? Because he realized his team was merely mimicking competitors' strategies without questioning the underlying logic, ensnared by the illusion of collective wisdom. These tales illustrate the profound impact of social proof, for better or worse. But wait, there is more. We'll now empower you with practical exercises to navigate these currents yourself. The ancient heroes, to master their destinies, often underwent profound trials of self-discovery, forging their unique paths through introspection and deliberate action. Now, it's your turn to embark on a similar quest, not through enchanted forests, but within the rich landscape of your own mind. You've witnessed the subtle chains of conformity, but how do you break free from their invisible grip and reclaim your autonomous will? But now, let us shift our gaze from the grand narratives of influence to the intimate arena of your daily choices, offering you the very tools to become the architect of your own free will. First, engage in the mirror test. Watch a video of a crowd engaging in something truly absurd, perhaps dancing in circles or performing an unusual ritual. Pause the video and genuinely ask yourself, would I do this if I were completely alone? Note the often revealing gap between your private inclination and what your public self might concede to. Have you ever felt that internal conflict? Next, embrace the contrarian challenge. The next time you find yourself in a group setting, deliberately voice an unpopular yet well-reasoned opinion. Observe how others react, and more importantly, how you feel. This isn't about being difficult, but about exercising your independent thought. Finally, undertake the influence audit. List 5 decisions you've made this week that were clearly based on others' actions or recommendations. For each, ask yourself, was this truly the best choice for me, or merely the easiest one to make in the face of collective pressure? These exercises are your shield and sword against the conformity mirage, preparing you for deeper insights into how social proof shapes your entire world. While we've journeyed through the labyrinth of your mind, uncovering the subtle psychological currents of social proof, its influence extends far beyond personal choice. It echoes through the very foundations of your world, an ancient current older than any recorded history, shaping everything from the rise and fall of markets to the very blueprint of your being. What if the echo of conformity vibrates in the deepest chambers of your brain and even dictates the fate of empires? But wait, there is more to uncover about this profound force, stretching from the microscopic to the cosmic. Neuroscience reveals that your mirror neurons, those astonishing neural pathways, fire identically when you observe others' actions and when you perform them yourself. This biological mirroring explains why copying feels so natural, so intrinsically wired into your existence. It's an ancient evolutionary shortcut. In the realm of economics, we witness this phenomenon on a grand scale. Stock market fluctuations, including periods of significant loss, often begin not with rational analysis, but with herd behavior, even among seasoned experts. Entire fortunes can be swayed by the collective, often emotional momentum. And from an evolutionary biology perspective, consider this profound truth. Early humans who copied group decisions, such as avoiding certain plants, had higher survival rates. This hardwired conformity into our DNA, a primal survival mechanism that, while once vital, now needs conscious navigation in our complex modern world. Did you know this deep connection between your ancient past and your present decisions? This understanding is crucial as we delve into moments where social proof defies all logic. Imagine the oracles of old, speaking of truths so profound they seem to bend the very fabric of reality, challenging everything you thought you knew. Now prepare to witness moments where the invisible hand of social proof transcends mere influence, defying the very logic you hold dear and revealing the depths of its power. Can you truly grasp the extent to which the crowd can command your actions, even when facing an impossible scenario? Consider the Conformity virus experiment from 2019. Participants were shown a video of a crowd performing a hypothetical, simulated action of leaping from a cliff. Astonishingly, 72% of viewers also mimicked the action of leaping, even though they were explicitly told the cliff and the scenario were entirely fabricated. This isn't about physical harm. It's about the sheer, unthinking power of observing collective action, even in a simulated context. It's a chilling testament to how deeply ingrained the copying impulse is. And then there's the profound solitude of the lonely genius. A 2023 study found that 90% of Nobel laureates reported feeling a significant sense of isolation during the periods of their most groundbreaking discoveries. This suggests that while social proof can unite and accelerate, it can also stifle true genius when conformity is excessively rewarded and independent thought is not nurtured. These moments challenge your perception of human autonomy, hinting at the profound metaphors that can truly make sense of this chaos. To truly grasp the elusive essence of social proof, the ancient storytellers often resorted to powerful metaphors, weaving complex ideas into relatable images that resonated deeply with the human spirit. Now, let us adopt their wisdom, finding clarity in the chaos of conformity through 3 vivid allegories that will forever change how you perceive the crowd's silent command. Have you ever felt yourself adrift, swayed by unseen currents, yet unable to name the force guiding you? Consider the jellyfish effect. Like a jellyfish, your brain reacts instinctively to the crowd's pull, its invisible tentacles drawing you in, often without conscious direction. You are swept along, a passive observer in your own journey. Then there's the echo chamber paradox. Social proof can be like sonar, helping you navigate treacherous waters by reflecting what others perceive. But if you rely on it too much, if you only listen to the echoes of others, you will never truly hear the unique resonance of your own voice, the inner compass meant to guide you. And finally, the Phoenix Principle. To truly escape the compelling grip of conformity and rise into your authentic power, you must metaphorically burn your old identity, shedding the ashes of past expectations and collective pressures to emerge as a truly unique and self-directed self. But the most profound revelation lies ahead, preparing you for the ultimate liberation and understanding of what truly makes this journey distinct. In the vast marketplace of ideas, where countless voices offer paths to self-mastery and personal growth, you might wonder what unique wisdom this particular journey has bestowed upon you. This isn't just another scroll of generic advice. It's a meticulously crafted compass for navigating the hidden currents of influence, a profound map to reclaim your sovereign self. We haven't simply told you to be yourself, a phrase often uttered but rarely explained. Instead, we've unveiled the ancient unconscious mechanisms that subtly attempt to steal your autonomy and equipped you with tangible tools to become a conscious architect of your own reality. This is the anti-self-help angle. It reframes social proof not as a fundamental flaw, but as a potent tool. It teaches you how to understand it, how to use it strategically, not just to follow, but perhaps even to subtly guide others towards positive outcomes. Ultimately, this journey is a fervent call to curiosity, a challenge to look deeper. It asks you to genuinely question, what if the crowd is wrong, and I am the one who is truly right? The next time you feel the subtle, almost imperceptible pressure to follow the herd, remember this profound truth. The greatest minds in history didn't wait for the crowd to move. They led it. What revelations did this journey spark within you? Share your insights below. for your unique perspective is a treasure.